Hello, this is Ariella Carmel, and I'm at Calcalist e-commerce event in Tel Aviv. I'm joined by Muli Farkas, the VP product of Glassbox. Thanks for joining me, Muli.
Thank you for having me, Ariana. It's a pleasure to be here.
So can you start off by telling me a bit about Glassbox?
Oh, sure. Glassbox is a company that basically helps our clients to optimize their digital experiences for their users and basically create ROI for their digital assets, meaning we help them optimize user experiences in their web applications or mobile applications in a way that eventually increases conversion, increases user satisfaction, and at the end converts to actual more revenue, more user retention, etc.
Amazing. Now, could you speak a bit to the importance of data on the customer user experience and optimization of that experience?
Yes, so a lot of our clients have a lot of different systems to collect data. There is data that is from the experience of the user on the website. There is technical data, like are there errors on the server side, and there is feedback data that users can provide if they're satisfied with the experience or not. And the idea is that it's really, really important to know how to weave all the data together and use it in a holistic way in order to basically come up with root cause for problems that a user may experience on a certain client's website. So as an example, an issue might occur out of bad design of a web application, but it also might occur from a performance reason that actually stems from the back end of that system. And we have to be able to pinpoint to where the problem is in order to start solving it. So collecting data is really important from all available sources and being able to correlate it across.
Interesting. Now, could you speak a bit to the importance of the end-to-end experience and approaching it from a holistic way?
Yes, so when you look at experiences of users over websites, then you have the analytics view of basically seeing certain behaviors in an aggregate way, whether it's conversions of users or certain areas where there are struggles of users, where they fail to complete a certain action, or even like small issues like rage click, where a button, they just press it and nothing happens. But when you analyze the data, there are two important things to do. One is to quantify the impact of the issue that you observe, because if you don't quantify it, you might have an issue that doesn't really have a big impact. On the flip side, you might have an issue that completely deteriorates the ability to complete a certain flow. And the second is to find basically root cause and evidence. If you fail on either ends, you're basically not able to eventually get to the bottom of the issues, but also to prioritize them, meaning the teams at our clients, they have a lot of work to do. There are a lot of problems to solve. If they're not able to prioritize by impact, but also actually validating their thesis of what the root cause might be with evidence. So for example, in our system, that would be to watch a recorded session. They're basically not able to identify accurately what needs to be solved and then not able to prioritize it because they will not be able to solve everything. And what Glassbox does is it enables them both to see the impact of the issues that users are experiencing, and also to see the evidence. We have 100% sample rate, so you can basically see every session that happened on your website and correlate that throughout, also with, by the way, data from other systems. So to correlate that with feedback that was collected, as an example.
So on that note, can you speak to the relationship between the importance of the digital journey and long-term user rates and conversions?
Yes, so like the first level of optimization would be what I just mentioned, which is there's a specific issue and I want to solve it. But eventually you want to prioritize by impact over time. So if you have a cohort of users that you see as your main money-making users cohort, so to speak, you want to be able to optimize the issues that users experience to contribute to that success of that user cohort, but it doesn't stop there. It's also about identifying opportunities for a new type of functionality, features, flows for that segment of users, and it's also about measuring the long-term impact. So it's almost like a projection, meaning not only to understand, well, if we fix that issue, we had X amount of user sessions that would have been better and would convert, but actually, if we fix that issue, we would impact the retention rate of users such that they come back to the system and overall they generate more revenue for us, right? And then on the flip side, identifying kind of common patterns of behavior of those users enable you to come up with ideas of new features and how to optimize and personalize the experience for them. And then when you launch those, to track and optimize them and make sure that there are no issues and the user flow is as you basically planned, right?
I see. So Can you speak a bit to main strategies or points of considerations that you think companies need to be incorporating in order to improve the digital journey for customers?
Yeah, so I think what's really important, there are two main things that I think clients need to be aware of. One is to have a playbook almost, meaning to have a structured way of from analysis to root cause. And the second is how to collaborate across departments, but also in that sense, from the tools that they're using, how to weave together different data points, meaning we want the analysts to be connected to the business people, to be connected to the IT people. So when they prioritize, they do that in alignment such that they solve issues end to end. If they don't do that in alignment and you got silos within an org, then you're basically only touching the tip of what you can optimize because you're doing a lot of things that are really pinpointed versus from a holistic standpoint. So you want to be able to basically roll up your strategy of digital journey optimization to be a cross-department function. And you do that also using tools that enable you to connect the org. If you have to switch between multiple tools, then those teams would be siloed by definition. But if they use the same tool, it's much easier for them to share insights and to share even flows within the product between those departments and then to optimize the different areas. So an example would be you might have some issue that stems both from a UX element that you need to optimize, but also as an element of performance that the IT department is supposed to be in charge of. And to optimize that experience fully needs both a design change, but also a change of infrastructure in order for that page, as an example, to load faster and retrieve the requests that are sent to it faster so that the user experience that they gather responses really fast.
Right, streamlining is key. Okay, well, on that note, we're going to close the conversation. That's all the time we have for today. But thank you so much for joining us and enjoy the event.
Thank you so much.